Hello, my millions of subscribers. Today I'm gonna talk about 3 tips and tricks regarding Revit linked models and DWG files. And here comes tip number 1. Here I have the architectural and structural models linked to my MEP model. As well as that, I have linked a DWG file to make sure that everything lines up and correct. Let me switch it on. I'm gonna press VV on my keyboard for visibility graphics. Go to imported categories and put a tick against this DWG file and finally hit the OK button. But let's say that I don't want to see some of the layers which have been imported along with the DWG file, such as this dimension layer right here. Well, you can get rid of any layer from a DWG file before importing it, but that would be too easy. So to find out what layer that is and switch it off, the following can be done. I'm gonna select the linked DWG file. But before doing that, I need to make sure that here in the select drop-down arrow there is a tick against select links, which will allow me to select linked files, linked CAD files and models. So as soon as it's done, I'm gonna select the linked file, go to import instance panel and hit the query command. And here in the bottom I can see that Revit is asking me to select a part of import instance to get information. So I'm gonna click, because this is the layer I want to switch off, so I'm gonna click on it. As soon as it's done, the import instance query window pops up. Here I can see the layer's name, which is A010DDIM, and I have two options. I can either delete this particular layer or I can hide it in view. In this case, I'm gonna hit the hide in view button. The layer is switched off. I'm gonna press Ctrl Z to undo it. But let's say that I'm the one who's been working on that DWG file and I know the layers names. And let's say that I decided to delete the layers and delete more than one layer. So probably the best option would be to do the following. Select the link, go to import instance panel and hit the delete layers button. And here I can choose the layers I want to delete. I can, put ticks against the layers I want to delete and hit the OK button and they will be deleted. Let's say, I think it was called A010DDIM, so I'm gonna hit the OK button. That's it, it's been deleted. I'm gonna press Ctrl Z to undo it. Again, but let's imagine that I'm the one who's been working on that file and I know the layers names, but I don't want to delete them. Instead, I want to hide, and I want to hide more than one layer. Again, probably the best option would be to do it through visibility graphics. So I'm gonna press VV on my keyboard for visibility graphics. Go to imported categories, drill down, and here I can see all the layers which are inside that file, including that dimension layer. Again, in this particular case, I'm gonna hide just this one dimension layer, which is A010DDIM. But you can uncheck more than one layer and hide them. I'm gonna hit the OK button. I get the exact same result. Again, which option to choose, it's down to you, so play around and choose what's best for you. Now I'm gonna show you how you can copy a family from one of the linked Revit models. Let's say that one of the stakeholders created MEP model at the conceptual stage. And since our MEP designers have not made a decision what electrical radiators to use, I can simply copy it from the linked model just to make sure that it's not been missed. If I press VV on my keyboard for visibility graphics, go to Revit links and check this Revit Advisor CS model. CS stands for Combined Services. I'm gonna hit the OK button. And because I know that that model is pinned, I need to make sure that here in the select drop down arrow there is a tick against select pinned elements. And as I said, let's say that I want to copy this radiator family from the linked model into my model. So what I need to do, I need to hover over that radiator and hit the tab key until the radiator gets highlighted. Then select it. I'm gonna copy it to clipboard and then paste it to aligned to same place. As soon as I click on that button, duplicate types window pops up. I'm just gonna hit the OK button. That's it. That radiator family is now in my model. To show you that, I'm gonna press escape a couple of times. Press VV for visibility graphics on my keyboard. Go to Revit links and check this Combined Services model. Hit the OK button. The model is hidden, but the radiator is now in my model, and I can edit family. I can create new types, etc. But it's out of the scope of this video, so I'm gonna close it for now. Another challenge that I met was I couldn't see one of the linked models. The first way would be to check through visibility graphics. If I press VV on my keyboard, go to Revit links, and let's say that this is the model I'm talking about, and despite the fact that there is a tick against this model, I still can't see it. So another way would be to drill down into display settings and make sure that there is a tick against show model categories in this view. I'm gonna hit the OK button, hit the apply button. I can now see the model. Again, check there is a tick against the model. If there is a tick but you can't see it, try to drill down into display settings and make sure there is a tick against show model categories in this view. As well as that, you can try going into Manage tab, Manage Project panel, and hit the Manage Links button, and make sure that it's loaded as well. But if those options don't work and you still can't see it, make sure that when you import the Revit link, make sure that you use correct positioning according to your project, whether it's center to center, origin to origin, or by shared coordinate, or maybe project base point to project base point. Again, it's down to your project requirements. As always, thank you for your attention, and if you think you got some useful information from my videos, please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button. This will give me motivation to create more videos. Thank you very much.